reason why men are doing that, you know what I mean? I don't like tricking. I don't trick at all. I ain't going to no strip club and spend all my hard-earned money throwing at a woman who, all because she can flap her booty cheek. To me, it's kind of weak, you know what I'm saying? But to each his own. But I can tell you why they do it. Men would rather pay a prostitute. A men would rather pay a stripper because he knows what he's getting. He knows he's not getting any mind games. He understands that it's transactional. I give you this, you give me back in return. Fair exchange is not robbery. Okay? So he can have a good relationship with a stripper, with a pole dancer, and not be in a real committed relationship, but have a relationship with them, with those ladies, and don't get stressed out. But if a man gets with a woman like you, we don't know what we're getting. You want us to spend $200 on a day. You want us to do it consistently. You want us to pay for trips and all this other stuff. We can come out of pocket almost $400 to $500 just to see whether or not if you like us. Just to see whether or not if you want us to be your man. At least when we choose to pay a stripper, we can get what we want. We can get the coochie, the kitty cat right then. There's no what if. There's no what if she doesn't want to give me any. Even if I pay $500, $600, I don't know what she's going to do. She gonna want me to impress her and all this other trash that y'all want these men to do. These men don't have a problem spending on a sure thing. It's a sure thing. Dealing with modern women today is not a sure thing. You don't know what you get. So that's the answer to that. Let's keep going.
Um, that pretend to like them for their fantasies, like make it make sense. You don't want to spend money on somebody who could potentially like you, but you would rather spend money on somebody who don't really like you at all.
Exactly. We know that the woman don't like us. Men who do that, they know that the women that they are majority. Now you got some suckers who fall in love with these scallywags. Not all, but the majority of men who deal with call girls and escorts and stuff, they know that's not a love thing. They know it's just transactional. But like you said right then yourself, you said, why would you not want to spend money on someone who may have the potential of liking? By the time we realize that the potential is non-existent, by the time we realize that you truly don't want us, we done came out of pocket damn $600, $700, $800. We done wasted that money. So why not take 200 of that money and go pay it on a stripper when you already know what you're going to get and you know what it is? It's a sure thing. It's certainty. When men deal with you women today, it's uncertainty. We don't know what we are getting. We don't know what we're gonna deal with. We don't know if we're gonna be dealing with your baby daddies. We don't know if we're gonna be dealing with your trauma funds.
Just about to
We
play a
don't
little
want
Donkey
to
Kong
deal with
Elden
your
Ring.
little children that you got,
Little Elden
the
Ring Donkey
legitimate
Kong.
children that you had from previous men. If I'm dealing with a woman who said, hey, this is what it is, I pretend to be your fantasy. We know they pretending. We know what they doing. But we rather deal with that because there's more peace dealing with those women than it is with you. That's what that is. And I'm not into that tricking thing. But I understand the mentality of it. You get what I'm saying? This is why men do those things. Since you're wondering, for anyone who's listening, that's why. It's more peace dealing with them in most cases than it is dealing with a woman who you say is my girlfriend. That's my fiance. That's my wife. You have more hell out those women than you do a woman who go to the club on Friday, take all her clothes off, and go up and down a pole, meet you in the VIP, top you off real good, or knock it down real, whatever it is, than you do with women who are in relationship with you. Ta-da! That's what it is majority of the time.
Who don't really like you at all. And you know that. I don't know.
You right. You don't know. But I just told. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know what you think about this content. And I'll be giving you a holler pretty soon. Y'all take it easy now. Don't see the value in anything. All they care about is trying to get money or trying to get over, try to cheat someone out their money, how to deceive somebody, how to lie for the money. This is why you find so many men who find out later that the child that they've been raising was never their child. In many cases, you find out that once that man discovers that fact, he also discovers that that woman knew the entire time who the real baby daddy was. Now, a lot of these young men walking around right now, they are extremely emotional. They confuse it with being gangster. Most of these young men are not gangster. Most of these men are just hurt, traumatized men raised underneath the roof of a single mother. They got to see their mother bring in different men every weekend.
Nah, I
Mama
ain't got it out
always
the rain
going
yet,
to the
man. Sorry
club
to disappoint
every
you.
weekend.
I ain't
They
gonna
have
lie, man. I'm
witnessed
scared of Elden
different
Ring.
men beat up on their mama. Do you understand what I'm
Man.
saying? And some of these young men have been touched inappropriately
Elden
by the
Ring got too much
men
going
that
on for
mama
Uncle
brought
Bodie.
home. They seen their mama on drugs.
Nah, but I'm
They
gonna get it,
seen their
man.
mama pop pills. They seen their
I'm in
mama
recovery,
sniff
man. There's
lime.
certain things I had to buy to
They
survive,
seen
man.
their mama act like a no good for nothing 304. Okay? They seen their mama stay at home and don't wanna work. They seen their mama with their hand out begging because they're living on government assistance. And they also seen that there's no food in the refrigerator. And this is the fact and the cruel reality of a lot of young men raised in the hood, raised in the ghetto, raised in the PJs, raised in the projects right now. Right now. Being raised by trifling mothers. Mothers who won't check on them. Mothers who won't check on their homework. Mothers who don't get involved with their schoolwork. Only mothers who are involved with gossiping about other women. Trying to get the latest tea. Stuff like that right there. Or sometimes mother is out there trying to be a dope for herself. A lot of things these ghetto ratchet women do, and I'm talking about a certain percentage, and I'm talking about a certain mentality of these type of women. They do drag their sons through the mud, and we're gonna let her keep on the talk.
Females ain't shit. Your sons are a product of your ignorance. And the reason I'm saying this is because I'm watching this shit with my own two eyes. A lot of y'all females are fucking sorry. Let's just be real. A lot of you women out here are fucking sorry. And the thing is, a lot of these men do want to be in these children's lives, but you have some vindictive have a vindictive hate towards him. He don't want to be in his kid's life. Why wouldn't he? You won't even let him to take her his kids, and guys, I'm seeing this shit with my own two eyes.
You are not the only one to see it with your own two eyes. A lot of women make it impossible for a man to be with his child. And sometimes, even though we may want to judge a man and say, you should always fight for your child, you should never give up, a woman can make the situation so unbearable. She can make the situation so terrible that the man throws his hands up in defeat. You know why? Because she brings the courts into this. Restraining orders. He tried to hit me. Sometimes they just lie to the police if he comes around just to get him arrested. And some of these men got jobs and can't afford to lose their jobs simply because a woman is bitter at him because he has moved on with his life. And again, some of you would judge a man and say, that man should fight hard for his child. That man should keep fighting and struggling and striving and contending for his child. But the real question you should ask, those of you who judge men, you should ask, why did that man have to fight for his child anyway? He shouldn't have to contend for visitation. He shouldn't have to contend for phone calls. You get what I'm saying? He shouldn't have to fight for the most simplest of things. But there's a lot of women out there that make things difficult. These women are no longer women when they think like that. They become barricades. They become walls. They become wedges between a man and his child. Can you dig it?
And guys, I'm seeing this shit with my own two eyes. Right? So, I ain't gonna say no names or nothing, but I know somebody that got some sons, right? Her daughters don't stay with her. Put her daughter out when she was 16. The other daughter stay with her dad. But she has two of her sons. Those are the last two that are left. And what I'm realizing is that she has not built a home for them to live in. She has not did anything like sacrificing to make sure that these boys come up in a decent environment. So what's going on right now is the fact that these boys are seeing what type of woman that she is, to the point that they don't want to date women that look like them because she's showing them everything that they don't want in a black woman. situation, you should have sent them with somebody that can help them, right? So now they're in a better situation. However, mother had a job and everything. Stopped working. She just laying up. Lazy. Very lazy. And so the boys are seeing it. Like, she don't buy them clothes, they sleeping on the floor. Now, mind you, this person had an extra room. And you know, she told her, hey, pay rent here, and you know, you have the extra room, just make it to where, you know, it's sleepable and stuff like that. Lady had a job. Lady had got an income tax, all kind of stuff. Did not do nothing for her boys.
Now, let me go ahead and chime in right quick about something she said earlier. She said she did not understand why would this mother not allow her children to go to another person when their own situation is dire, when their own situation is negative. Why did she do those things when she could have? You know why? Because she wouldn't have no power. One thing you will learn about women that are trifling, they are very lonely people. Yes, they can sleep with people, but no one likes them enough to really commit to them, and they can't commit to other people. Lonely people need power. Lonely people need control because their lives is already out of control themselves. So they want to control what they can, even if that means control means keeping those children in a bad, toxic environment. They will do that because she can tell those kids what to do. It makes her feel that she has some semblance of power and control. And she said also, this woman would not sacrifice. Women who are selfish do not sacrifice. They do not deposit. They only withdraw. Women who are selfish, they are energy drainers. And a better way of saying that, instead of saying energy drainers, is to say time wasters. Because a person who drains your energy is simply wasting your time. You dig what I'm saying here? So this woman, and we see a lot of these women, and sometimes these women are gorgeous. What I mean by gorgeous, not by personality, not by behavior, not by their verbiage, but by their physicality, by their shapes, by their curves. Beautiful on the outside, but ugly and spoiled on the inside. You dig what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
Like, she didn't buy them beds. It don't cost nothing to buy rails and mattresses for your boards and get them sheets and stuff. That's irrelevant for them not to have. Now they in the school system and stuff like that, going to decent schools, but it shouldn't be no reason why your son dead. You don't put up layways and stuff for your sons to have decent
My
clothes.
bad nephew. I
And
ain't no good.
you
I'm
don't
calling everything Elden
do
Ring at this point.
you
Elden
had
Ring.
a job, you had the necessities that you needed so that these boys can be successful. I'm gonna tell y'all women something. The reason a lot of these men are in the situation that they either dead or in jail is because they had a sorry ass mom.
Ooh, we thank you. Now I made a video, I don't know if it was yesterday that dropped or the day before that. I even said the same thing before I came across this clip right here. I said a lot of the reasons why, and I talked about the daughters too. I said a lot of the reasons why your daughters, lady, who are the single mothers, who don't need no man. A lot of the time, excuse me, a lot of the reasons why your daughters are choosing the wrong man and they are turning up in ditches. They're turning up in the back of a dumpster. They're turned up, deleted. It's because of what you've shown them. You have opened them to the possibility that you can approach any man and think you can get what you want for them. But you have not prepared them for the cost. Just like men say, you gotta pay the cost to be the boss. The same thing applies to a woman who wanna be a boss diva. You gotta pay the cost to be a boss diva. So when sugar daddy wants sugar, you gotta give him some sugar. And a lot of men will use your hypergamous nature against you just to booby trap you. To keep you from moving. It's a good way to control a woman. If a man is paying your rent or paying your light bills or paying for your phone bills, if a man is paying for your hair and your nails and everything to get did, you ain't going nowhere when you don't have no money yourself. It's a way to control you. It's a way to bait you. So a lot of these people that turned up, these deceased ladies, just know that most times you got blood on your hands. You got blood on the leaves. You got blood on the grass because they learned it from you. You are teaching them how to be victims. Let's keep going.
In the situation that they in, they either dead or in jail is because they had a sorry ass mom. Let's be real. You women out here are infatuated with your sons as if they are men. And you think that and you ladies are thinking that your sons are gonna take care of you. Oh, the fuck they not, 'cause soon as they get the opportunity and they turn a certain age, they gone.
Gotta jump in again. 'Cause I got so much coming to my mind. Some of you women will never realize the type of trauma, or should I say, some of you women will never realize the amount of trauma that you have given your child until they have become adults. What I mean, the way you going to know if you traumatize your child is by watching how many times your child or children come visit you. How many times your children or child reaches out to make contact with you. When these children are traumatized, when they are disappointed by their mothers or parents, and they can't stand their parents because they came up in an abusive family, as soon as they are able to get away from you, they stay away from you. And sometimes it takes a long time for them to even forgive you, or not forgive you, but try to make amends to the point where they still feel this is my mom, this is my father. I only get one of each, so let me at least try to be civil and try to have a relationship with my parents. You dig what I'm saying? But you won't see that till years later. You're blinded right now by the power. You're blinded right now, lady, because you think you run everything. You blinded right now because that's your baby, your child, they can't do no wrong. Well, that child is hating your guts. And when that child leaves, that child is definitely going to really reach out to you or talk to you or visit you. And that's the reason why, because that child didn't get love. You reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. Do you dig what I'm saying here? You feed that child hatred, confusion, ugliness, that child is going to simply regurgitate the same. But when they regurgitate it, it's going to be all over your face, baby.
They not, 'cause soon as they get the opportunity and they turn a certain age, they gone. Why they wanna be around you? A lot of these men don't wanna marry women that look like them because it's a poor excuse of a woman that's in front of him that he called his mother. that ain't showed him nothing about what he should be expecting out of a black woman, but sorriness, illness, infatuation with ignorance. Point blank period. Now, ladies, let's just be real about this situation. Man, I don't need to hear no hand claps and oh she said this and no. Cause at the end of the day, you still need to be held accountable as well. Right now I'm talking to the women because I'm watching how these boys are they don't want to be with a woman that look like them because the only woman they talking about first love, that's a motherfucking lie, because if a first love is a poor excuse of a woman, that's not no first love. And holding on to your sons as if they are bad, or holding on to your sons as if it's a financial gain, that's another ignorant thing, cause that's what a lot of you females do. Y'all have a poor mindset. You expecting a man to take care of you, but a man take care of a woman that take care of herself, and that's what a lot of you ladies don't know. You talking about I can't get no man. It's not that you can't get a man. It's just the fact that you don't have the necessities that attracts that man to you. A lot of these men want women that's on top of their shit. At the end of the day, what it is, y'all dealing with a certain type of man. Y'all dealing with men that's at the bottom of the totem pole, the 50-50, what you bring to the table. There's another hierarchy.
Okay. Alrighty. I'm glad she hit that. Now, what she's talking about is what we've been talking about for a long time now, gentlemen. We keep saying that these particular type of women keep sleeping with the particular type of men. The Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Nook Nook. Okay? You women are attracted to a certain subculture of men. You are attracted to a certain group of men that exists within the black community. That's what you're attracted to. Okay? The lower, well, she said the lower part of the totem pole. And a lot of times you don't like it. I'm gonna say it anyway. It's gonna be men who always fight for 50-50 relationships. I'm gonna tell you why. Most of these men who say that they are 50-50 relationships are men who are financially dependent on their woman's income. If that woman goes away, if that woman leaves him, if something happens to that woman, he loses his house, he loses his apartment, he got to downgrade his life because he was 50-50. He relied so much on her 50% of her income. A man should be able to pay 100% I said, hey, and I have to always repeat this because I always get pushback. A man should be able to pay 100% of everything. Hey, that does not mean that she doesn't work and contribute to the bill, but he is able to pay 100% of everything in case that woman leaves, so that his lifestyle doesn't change. She just gone, but you still in your same apartment. You're not missing car notes or whatever it is. You okay because you was able to pay 100% of the bills with or without her. You did?
On top of that shit, at the end of the day, what it is, y'all dealing with a certain type of man. Y'all dealing with men that's at the bottom of the totem pole, the 50-50, what you bring to the table. There's another hierarchy of men that would take care of you with no issues, no problems at all. I ain't never had no problem with no man taking care of me. That's why I'm trying to understand where y'all getting this from. Every man I done been with took care of me. So, help me to understand, ladies, what you're talking about. Man will take care of a woman that take care of herself. Cause remember, a man is adding to you. It's one of two things you're gonna get out of life. You either gonna get addition or subtraction. They either gonna add to you or they gonna take from you. You need to figure that out. But what these boys is saying is, they mama is sorry as shit. She's lazy. She don't keep a job. She don't keep a roof over their head. They don't wanna be with no woman that the only thing they always see is a fucking struggle.
Thank you. All you women who always complain about, I don't want no man who ain't got nothing going on. I don't want no struggle, love. Lady, you the one struggling. Okay? Majority of the time, women tend to have less than the man that they are interested in. Majority of the time. Not all the time. But when I say majority, I mean damn near over 97% of women tend to have less than the man that they want to be with. There's a small percentage do they have more, and then a very small. Okay? So all this struggle love, I don't want to struggle. Man, you struggling without a man. And the thing is, when you get with a man, 9 times out of 10, you causing him to struggle. Everything is cool with him. His bills in order. He got peace. He got everything. He feeling good about life. And here you come with your BS. You start off being a chameleon. You come out pretending to be everything that man wants you to be. And then you wait. You wait for that gentleman to get emotionally connected or attached to you. And once you realize that you got them where you want them to be, then the true nature of who you are begin to shine bright like the North Star. And then you bring all the hell and all the evil that only a musty back heifer could bring into this man's life. And now you are officially in struggle love because you brought the struggle.
Over their head. They don't wanna be with no woman that the only thing they always see is a fucking struggle. And a lot of you women are raising your daughters as if they the man. You kicking them out and putting them out and shit like that, but oh, you keeping your sons and babying them as if that's your nigga. A lot of y'all women don't think I know. A lot of y'all women having sex with y'all sons. Y'all think won't know that you have this desire to be with a man not knowing that's your fucking blood? Dude, y'all see, this is the stuff y'all don't want to talk about. I don't have no problem with that.
I don't either because I done did videos about women sleeping with their sons months ago. You look through my catalog. I've been talking about this subject right here.
See, this is the stuff y'all don't want to talk about. I don't have no problem with that. Cause a lot of y'all bitches are sick.
Yep.
And y'all want to talk about that's my son, that's my son. No, boo-boo. He came out through you as you a vessel. He's here to do a purpose. He's not here for you. You supposed to bring that child up in the way that he should go so he can depart and do what he needs to do because he has lessons that he have to learn on this earth. That's why a lot of y'all keep coming back talking about it ain't no such thing as reincarnation. Yeah, it is, because none of y'all are learning y'all lessons. And y'all have these boys are actually y'all lessons when they should be a blessing. You should be blessing them with the information they should know said they can go out here and be a product to this world, a purpose to this world. A lot of these boys right now, they don't have no kind of guidance from the mother or from the father. And a lot of you women are keeping them from their father. And I was listening to, what's her name? Nanny Q.
Hey,
And
Dolo, you for real?
I went through her page and I would listen to a lot of her videos and I'm like, wow.
If you for real, we about to get on now, man.
This is very interesting. that it's a lot of lazy, sorry ass women out here that are babying their sons. Tell my, that's my baby. And no, I have an adult daughter. If you notice, I don't use the word child. She's not a child. She's an adult. She's 24 years of age, which means that she is legal. When your children become a certain age, they're legal. They're not children. So if they go to jail,
I'm about to get
they're
on.
legal age to
Let
go
me
to
beat Donkey
jail.
Kong boys.
And a lot of these kids are getting in
Can't
trouble
end the string without beating Donkey Kong.
being disrespectful is because they're being bullied at home or they don't have the necessities that they need at home to be able to have a functional life. So they growing up and
You right now,
becoming
so it's
bullies.
preposterous.
A lot of times they being bullied at home. A lot of y'all don't know that. Y'all gotta find out where the source is coming from. Why these kids acting like this? A lot of this stuff is coming out of their own home. Some of them being sexually abused. Some of them just being verbally and physically and mentally abused. I mean, it's just so much stuff going on, but
Try to
we
make
don't
this
never
quick,
look
man.
into that. We keep turning the other cheek. Fuck these cheeks. It's time for y'all to start teaching y'all kids how to fight back. And it's sad to say that a lot of these kids are gonna go to war with the parents. It already said that. Mother against daughter, son against father. I wonder why. Because look what you bringing them up in. I understand the generation I came up in.
Go ahead and get
But
King
I
Bowser
will
real
tell
quick.
you this, my daughter is not, she's not a victim
Going for the
of
gusto, man.
the situation I came up in.
Can't be
I taught
selling
her
drugs
better
at the
than
night train. Can't be
when you
selling
got
drugs
a
at the night
father
train. Selling them drugs at the
that
night
don't
train.
know
Can't be
no
selling them
better.
drugs at the night
Only
train.
thing you know
No,
how to do
can't
is
be
live
selling.
off women. If
Alright,
she
man.
gon' live with that, that's all she see.
Gotta
That's
win,
what
you
she
know what I'm
pick
saying?
up. But that's another bone I have to pick with you
Jump
guys.
twice.
But anyway, I just
Hit it
wanna
back.
let y'all know I know why these boys don't wanna marry women that look like them. It's because they mother showed them that we ain't worth marrying.
That part, that entire part. Aha. You know what? Let me know what you think about this in the comments, y'all. And I'll be seeing you soon. Next week.
Ooh, ooh. Gotta go ahead and beat Donkey Kong, man. About to get back up, church. Jump far. Rotate. Jump far again. Rotate. 4. Jump hella far. Get up out the way. Rotate. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. He gone. He gone. Can't mess with the Donkey Kong, man. The mirror. So dirty. Now back in my day, well done the Donkey Kong, my boy. I was out there flexing. You know what I'm saying? Straight up cruiser bill. You know, we was selling drugs on Crenshaw. Y'all ain't never get done fast enough. I been there done that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know it's like to get about 100 bowls, half an ounce. Sell that 2 hours. 30 pack.
Welcome to the JRB Hill Show.
Saying I sold 30 packs back in my day. Ounce of lean, pint of lean.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, every now and then I take a departure from giving you content from a point of view sometimes.
I'm about to get on.
And a little commentary. Sometimes, just sometimes, I gotta make an episode to show these modern women
selling them drugs off at the night train. Selling them drugs off at the night train. You can't be selling no drugs next to the night train, or you'll be insane. The night train selling them drugs off at the night train. That you insane when you sell them drugs at the night train.
Is what your sons are going to have to deal with. I'm going to show you some of the most absurd mentalities
at the night train. The absurd modern day the night
Black
train.
women,